Welcome back everybody to another episode of Stasis Bone Totem, episode 15 at this time, and we are in the midst of the Christmas period. I hope you all had a couple of wonderful holidays with your family and loved ones, but let's get back into the swing of things. We find ourselves at the submarine we entered last time with Moses after removing the grenade from the front door, and there's a few things here that we should probably take a look at. There's a document which I believe we've read. Let's just have a quick look. I think that may have been from the cook, if memory serves me right. Yes, this was from the chef, so we did definitely read this one. And then we found this distribution box, and I guess this one is where we need to pay attention to. Oh yeah, I remember the pictures of those suits, of those diving suits. They do imply that if they are still around somewhere, they may be our way out of this place. So let's see, what can we do? Two things. Can't do anything here. Okay. A depleted battery. Now, if memory serves right, that may mean... Smelling it makes my nose burn. I think where Mac was, there was a place where we can recharge batteries, and this looks precisely like what the hologram kind of indicated, so I think we're on the right track. No, that would have been very weird. So let's give the battery to Mac, and let's see if he can do anything with it. Oh, and I left him here, which is perfect. Absolutely ancient. We'll be lucky if this doesn't explode as soon as we plug it in, let alone the chances of it still working. Okay. We also have a bunch of new items now, so it might be worth checking that other room once we've charged up the battery. See? That is precisely it. Okay. Charged battery. That's like a supercharger. Not sure how much juice we can squeeze out of this, but some is better than none. Shall we give it back to our little guy Moses and just see if he can straight away... Oh, well, look at that. Oh, but there's something coming out here. So, we need something else. Because we can't do anything just yet. Okay. Alright, like I said, we have a bunch of new items, and there's another room on the other side of that big hall with a locked door mechanism, and maybe we can use one of those gadgets that we found, one of those items, to make way through it. Overall, I do have a feeling that we are probably reaching a bit of a climax soon. Let's see. Yeah, door mechanism. Let's get the items real quick. Because maybe there's something that we can use here. So there was this. Maybe the dagger. No. Maybe the grenade? No. Oh.
Got it open. I can reach the wheel now.
Smart Mac.
Depends on what's behind it.
Correct. That's interesting. I don't think, other than me just trying items with things to see if they have an effect or impact, I don't think I would have guessed that the bear trap is the item to use here. Oh, what the heck. Troglodyte. The man thing lies broken, dark fluids running from a shattered skull and burst body. Pallid rubber skin and inhuman digits twitch with evaporating ghost life. Oh, look at that. Mill cog. The mill twitches, clogged and overflowing with unrefined skeletal mass. What else? Oh, quite a bit. Muck. Thick muck oozes from dripping strands, seeping from the rocky ceiling, carrying with it pungent odor of rotting sea life. Oh, bone piles. Yeah, you can see it. Let me zoom in a bit. Growing mountains of bone continue to rise, an overflow of femurs and ribs slowly suffusing connected passageways. Or maybe this is what clogged up the wheel then? A little bit too much bone. There's a milling mechanism here. This one we can take a look at later. The milling stone should share the bones rather than crush them. The blockage in the mechanism has stalled the water wheel and seized up the machine. Stone. Jutting slabs of carved rock have been dislodged, knocked loose, and disjointed. And there's stuff on the left-hand side. Leaking water. Trickles of salty water run down the mismatched masonry, leaking in from hidden fractures within the stonework. Bones on floor. Skeletal carpeting covers the floors as malfunctioning mechanisms cause a growing backlog of unprocessed bone. And then there is grating. Barbed grating peels outward like a rent wound, admitting a chilly sea salt wind with a whiff of slaughterhouse waste. A titanic cog labors upon the wall, the rumbling toil of its radial spokes vibrating throughout the chamber like perpetual thunder. And I think that is it. I've looked at everything. I just wanted to...
Another body. And
What?
I don't think it's human.
It is one of the native inhabitants of this place. And you are right. They are not human. Not anymore.
Ferran. Still with us, are you?
To the end, I think.
Just want to take a closer look. It looks so weird. The skin looks more like a statue, basically. Anyhow, let's take a look at this mechanism and
The
see.
grinding wheel dislodged. Gotta disconnect the main wheel from the milling stone. Somehow.
Okay, so can we look at it?
Wood piece got jammed in the rivets.
Can you get it out?
No. Tension from the wheels got it wedged. Only way, maybe, would be to cut it.
No. I could use it as a throwing weapon. No. To cut it. Could we use the grenade? No. No. No, okay, so none of the items that we have is good enough at this point. Can he do anything with that? No. Can we do anything with that? No. I believe we've tried everything already. Okay. Cutting it. Yeah, I wonder how that would work. Is there anything else laying about here? No, not really. Okay. Take a look. What was that again? Just want to see. Oh yeah. Okay. We can cut it. We do have a few things, but absolutely archaic. Not sure it has enough powder left in it to do much damage to anyone. But better safe than sorry. Ornamental design doesn't look like it was meant for stabbing, more slicing or teeth picking. We have the skin. Skinning mech arms is not something I saw myself doing anytime. Okay, maybe could Charlie maybe combine anything here? Let's try. Oh, what did we leave with her actually? Let's get the items over to her for a second. Can we do anything here? No. 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 Okay. Can't remember. I think there was something like oil or fuel or something like this running out, right? Can't remember. Anyhow, let's see. No. I mean, why would we combine anything with that grenade, right? Doesn't really make any sense right now, but better be safe than sorry of not having tried it. This one? Nope. anything with this? Don't really think that that's a thing. No. And the last two items. Okay, so we have nothing. Okay. Not quite sure what could we do with this. Is there anything maybe in here? Could we duplicate anything here? Oh, I can't actually use this anymore. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so this is also out of the question. Right, let's head back to the bear then. Oh, I just realized, how would I get out of here again? Oh, looks like I can't. Well, that's weird.
I must cover this hole to stop the clouds. I do like clouds. Mostly.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to move over to mech. I want to get the items back again. So covering the hole, I think maybe with that, with this one. Oh.
It rumbles.
The bear got the hydraulics going.
Good job, Mose. Search the sub. You have to find those suits.
My Charlie.
Well, I do have to, because clearly there's no way out for us anymore from here, so that's fun. Okay, at least we don't need to solve yet another puzzle at this moment in time. So where does this lead us?
I do not like this.
What was this? A prison?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was a pantry.
Kane.
I mean, we read this already in the log files from the cook. Oh, you can see there's the leg missing. There's bits missing here. Half the torso missing here as well. Ah, man. Gruesome. The lower torso has been carved away, most of the ribs pried out, leaving little but clumps of ancient gristle clinging to the bones. Gnaw marks stand proud against the pristine cartilage. The cadaver is the most intact, but for bound stump hand. Judging by the pools of dried blood beneath, another had been cut apart here, before this poor soul took their place. The corpse was flayed when fresh, its meat stripped from the back and lower arms. Interestingly, this hermetically sealed chamber has preserved the muscle as if it was exposed yesterday. Sick. Just sick. Oh. Linen. White linen and canvas have been laid across the floor and pushed under the bodies, deployed with morbid anticipation as impromptu surgical sheeting. Old webs. Tangled webs haunt the corners of the room, wavering in passing air as if a manifestation of desecrated spirits forever tethered to this horrific, subnautic human pantry. Yeah, certainly not the best place. Piping? The piping has been smashed and partially dismantled, a selection of curved shards laying out below. Pressure gauges. A cluster of pressure wheels and valves burst from the wall, their labels far too eroded to discern their original function. Molding items. The mounds of blankets, clothing and cushions moulder next to a collapsed deposit of sanctioned 20th century Soviet literature. The material, possibly donated to comfort the incarcerated, appears to have been scorned and left untouched. Seasoning accoutrement. The collection of seasoning salts and various sauces at first suggests a desperate collection of meager supplies, though their presence here suggests a bleaker application. Yep. The piping has been smashed and partially dismantled. A selection of curved shards laid out below. Well, can't have your human without proper seasoning, can you? Okay, looks like we've looked at everything, so we could go deeper or we can go to the front. Let's have a look here first. Okay, handprints. Desiccated remnants of bloody handprints pattern the door surface. along with 2 blood-stained bullet holes. Oh, did someone shoot themselves in here? Oh, there's a document. Let's have a look. Lieutenant Andre Burke, Junior Lieutenant and Engineer. While I am cut off and likely to soon perish, I do so with a light heart, knowing that Nikolai will protect the men, including my brother, Kisa, to his last breath. If they must face death, he will guide them to a noble end. Kisa, I pray that you remember my advice to you. Do not let your emotions control you. You are a good man and fine sailor. You have won the men's respect by your virtues, as I knew you would. Please, help Nikolai. I know you do not trust him, but he is a good man, the best I've ever known. Gronk is a genius and, at his core, a decent person, but he will not be able to support Nikolai alone. He will need your strength. Please, brother, do this for me. Oh, this looks like Morse code. Dimitri, do not do. No going back. Save their souls. Is that the translation to the Morse code? Dimitri, do not do. No going back. Save their souls. 29th April 82. I lost 2 people today. Kisa is dead by the hand of the man I trusted most. I know his murder is not my fault, but I cannot help feeling it is my responsibility, and this burden weighs too heavily. I have lost my dear brother, who only wanted to protect those in need, and my closest friend. Whoever that man is out there, it is not the Nikolai I knew. There's no reason left for me to fight. I'd apologize for leaving you alone with this mess, Dimitri, but you just tell me to stop pissing around and get on with it. And so I shall. And so he did. Okay, let's continue our search here. Okay, take a look. A torpedo. Torpedo socket. Vacant torpedo sockets clutch at empty air. The intended munition forcefully extracted. The torpedo lies dismounted and desecrated, loose paneling evidence to the cannibalism of parts. And rusted junk. Rusted sprockets sit cradled within the grasp of pressure nodes and twirled wiring. Stairway. The stairway down is flooded with fouled water, teeming with clumps of dark particulates and reeking of sewage and decay. Let's take a look first, and then we take a look at the torpedo.
This is a door, but how can it open?
The radiation door, my friend. It would only open in cases of exposure. The escape suits would lie beyond it. You must open it.
Radiation.
Okay. In the possibility of a hull breach, the watertight seal will be deployed unless radioactive materials are detected in the torpedo room. Okay. Let's take a look then.
Another bomb.
This one's a little more powerful, Bear.
Is that a nuke?
Yes, a smaller warhead. Designed for minimal fallout, maximum destruction. And likely radioactive after all this time. A relic of another era.
What's this? Blue, yellow, red. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then there's a small formula here. 3, 1, 120, 17, 113. Don't know what that means. Can I click this? No, I cannot, but maybe. No. Hey, you never know. Okay, so we can't do anything here. But, let's go back, because there was another passageway in the middle. I think that goes further down, doesn't it? It does. Dried fluids. Trickles of old dried body fluids snake down the length of the ladder. Bloodied boot prints stain the steps, while dark crimson smears run length of the handrails. Looks like something's painted, or is that a carpet on the wall? I'm not sure. Pew. The legs of the pew have warped with rot, a sudden blackness slowly creeping upward. Bedding and blankets have been stowed underneath, partially submerged in the lake of water. Box. The collapsed box has spilled its contents into the flooded waters, disgorged literature and toiletries having long congealed into viscous clumps. Viscous clumps.
Books, Charlie.
All rotting where they lay.
Captain must have been a religious guy.
One of the old religions. Russian Orthodox would make sense.
Before Cain killed God.
Cain killed God. How interesting. Okay, so there's a library. The miniature library containing volumes of religious anecdotes slowly collapses under its weight, threatening to plummet the reverent writing into the water below. Then we have an altar. The table has been converted into a makeshift altar, the draped sheet flanked by ritualistic candles. Logbooks. Myriad piles of logbooks and charts have been hastily stacked, pages marked with scraps and dog-eared bends. Any logs of note have been scrawled over in deep red ink and appear to be the ravings of a madman. Rotted wood. Age and rot have caused the interior of the drawers to collapse, decaying shelving and mildewed contents crumbling into a sodden heap at the base. The dilapidated banner bearing the emblem of the Russian Orthodox Church hangs ragged and torn as it succumbs to age and decay. Religious ephemera. A tower of religious texts, yellowed pages worn and frayed by heavy use. There's a document here as well. The once crisp pages are now water-damaged and wrinkled, the ink bleeding into the fibers of the paper. And carpeted floor. The mangy carpeting, likely once luxurious, is discolored by algae and pockmarked by disintegration. The sleeked surface squelches underfoot, coming apart in clouds of fabric. Alright, I think that's all. No webs. Knots of intertwined webbing writhe along the edges of the chamber, nesting within the shadows and crevices. Let's look at the library first.
Relics. Memories of the lost that no one even remembers. All those who pass suffer this fate. To be forgotten.
Not everyone. I will never forget hope.
You are an empathic spirit, my friend. I admire you.
Farran, stay awake, Farran.
I am trying, Moses. With all my strength.
What's this? Oh?
Shiny. A puzzle.
An impossible one, I'm afraid. The numbers on the dials have worn off. Or were never there.
Nothing is impossible.
Oh? Hey, trial and error always works, right? Oh? Yeah, but we got the first one wrong.
Ingenious, Moses.
Cleverest bear.
Watching you is inspirational. I am glad I am here for the story. However it ends, I am unsure to what depths of despair I would sink without you, my friend.
Okay, so what do we have here? 2 items. Torpedo key. And something flammable. A flare. Fireworks are loud and nasty. I chewed it a bit, and it left a weird taste in my mouth. Bleh. Okay. I wonder what this means. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am gonna take my trusty notepad for just a second, and I'll try as much as possible to capture this. So 1 is 2 thick bars on the side. 2 thick bars on the side. And then 2 is 1 thick bar at the bottom. 1 almost like through. And then a really thick one right through it. If only I could still read this, that would be so helpful. But anyway. But I think it probably just means 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure. 3 is 2 long lines. And then 4 looks like a socket almost of sorts. With, what is it, 5? Okay. Let's see. I guess those are just pictures from the captain. Alright, so let's check the altar.
So young. So proud.
Oh, the entire crew. Okay. That's saw without blade. Well, I guess we can already figure what needs to happen with this, so let's give it to Charlie. Then we have a scale. Baked beans. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. 16. 1, 6. Let me just write this one down. 16 beans on scale. Maybe that means something. There's a document here as well. So much to uncover. Captain Nikolai Boynia, Lima Captain, 1st rank. 10th April 82. The Lima is no longer operational. We are stranded. Andre is gone, drowned. He went against both my advice and direct orders. I had no choice but to steal all of engineering when the flooding started. He should have followed orders. He should have listened. God protect us all. 18th of April. A tribulation. That is what this is. A test from God to gauge if we are worthy of rejoining him. The devils outside try our minds, while inside we tear at our own hearts. But they must understand this is his way. He is faithful and just. If we confess our sins, he will forgive and purify us from all unrighteousness, and so we shall be delivered. I shall save these men yet. 26th. Many will be purified, made spotless and refined, but the wicked will continue to be wicked. You intended to harm me, Kisa, but God intends all things for good, the completion of our task, the salvation of our souls. None of the wicked will understand, but those who are wise will understand. It is of more importance to the Lord that the man acknowledge and confess his sickness and cry for help in his heart than with his tongue, for the tongue is capable of deception, but the heart is not. 10th of May. I have failed them. They are lost to sin. Goncharov roams my ship with his pack, his rage unchecked. Igorovich indulges the man's gluttony, disrespecting his sacred duty. Gronk has disappeared entirely, surrendered to sloth, and Sergei succumbs to fits of dread. Despite my ministrations, my attempts to mold him into a man like Andre. Andre, I failed you most of all. With your strength, we could have saved them. The evil shall not stand in thy sight. 14th. The devils call to me. They know the time has come. Their calls crescendo in my soul. So I say, my strength has perished, and so has my hope from the Lord. If we cannot be saved, then I shall be the one to deliver us to damnation. Most Holy Virgin, look upon me. I smile for you. 30th of May. I thought I heard the voice of God, but I was wrong. I then heard the voice of Satan, but I was wrong again. The mundane notions of men kept fooling me into thinking there was a purpose in our being stranded here. I have led these men into sin, and they went willingly. Even young Sergei, so fearful, so pure. He partook of our craven feasts with equal zeal. They are awash in sin, and I with them. Why does it say, he prayed with himself? Why not aloud? Because God listens more carefully to what his heart says than his lips. What a man thinks and feels as he prays to God is more important than the words his tongue forms. The tongue is capable of delusion, but the heart does not delude. It shows a man as he is. 7th of June. I hear the devils shrieking again. They are a product of my broken mind, but the shrieks seem so real, so insistent. The putrid rot of sin exacts its toll. I am certain the other men are suffering too. I could save Seresha from his pain, his timorousness, but I cannot grant relief to the others. They would prevent me. There is another way. The torpedoes remain untouched, still bristling with power. Their arming key is hidden in my safe. So will God choose between two men for his house, and will choose not the one who appears outwardly righteous, but the one whose heart is filled with God's healthy righteousness. I shall bring this demonic circus down, Andrei, and rejoin you at last. Okay, so he had a similar notion, but it looks like he was intending to use the, yeah, he was intending to use the torpedoes to essentially blow them all up. Don't know why he didn't do it. He clearly would have had the chance. Okay. Let's see. We have the key. Oh wait, you know what? Let's quickly move over to Charlie, because I think we will need this at some point. I'm sure she can put those things together for us, right? There we go. Saw with blade. The blade has been replaced, but H and Rod have compromised the device's function. Won't be surprised if this falls apart when used. Okay. Could that maybe help Mac? Just thinking, this could be... What was it on this side, right? For the milling mechanism, maybe? Oh, look at that.
Got it. Water wheels free.
Way to go. Now get out of there.
Fast as I can.
Okay, well, first we're gonna go back to Moses. But this is already good. Okay. So... Oh, those are exactly the symbols that we had. The third one is number 4. Didn't have this one. I did if this one was number 2.
This symbol, it is bad.
You got that right. Looks like it has a radiation shield, too.
Mose, please be careful.
And not just for his sake. That thing goes off, it takes all of us.
I mean, it could have been... It could look like the number 1. This would be 1, 2, 4. So I guess green is then 3 because it's missing here. Let me make a quick save. 1 second. And let's give it a go. Because if this is the order that we need to go in... Or maybe no, this is the colors, but the order we need to go in is 1. So 1 would be yellow. Okay. doesn't seem to do much. So, but let me just write this next to it. So 1 would be yellow. 2 is the 2 lines, that's blue. The last symbol was 4. And then I'm guessing, so that's red. 4 is red. And then 3, assuming, would be green. So, so that would be yellow, blue, green, red. Yellow, blue, green.
I have a new bomb.
Oh, good job, Mose. Good job.
Okay. That worked, surprisingly. It's fun to play on this like a drum. I am not so sure. What do we do with this now? He has a grenade. He has a nuclear warhead and a flare. I'm just slightly terrified of our bear, because who knows what he's gonna do with it. Unless radioactive materials are detected in the torpedo room, so... no. Okay. What do we do? Not sure yet. Let's go back to Mac. He said that the water wheel is moving again, right? Yes, it is moving. Okay, so... but did we take something out from the braking system? Yeah. I rigged one of these back in the day to strategically demolish a troublesome station.
The shield from the warhead is small, but it's lead-lined.
It could still be helpful if we stumble into more hazardous materials or leaks that need to be quickly contained. Boom. You don't want to be close to this thing when it goes off. I don't think removing the shielding was a good idea. I hope it isn't leaking radiation. Let's try this.
Water. All water.
Moses, keep going. The escape suits have to be through there.
I do not like water.
Moses.
I do not like water. I will not go into the water.
Okay. Sticking my head inside makes me feel all dizzy. Okay, so we can't go through here. There's nothing here for me to click on or do. Okay. Yeah, let's go back then. No. Is there anything here that we could do? I mean, let's try it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, brake failure. See? Okay. No. The flare, maybe? Could she use it here? Oh, she can.
Whoa!
Screen flashed over here. You okay?
Yeah. Whatever this is, it's really flammable. The heat coming off it is intense.
Rudimentary technology, primitive culture, a power source.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. Good to see that the creepy thing called Caliban is also still there. Oh, nice. That looks awesome. What does her text say? Empty, though I'd still be careful. Who knows what nuclear runoff is still sloshing or radiating about inside. I remember learning in 5th grade that an underwater explosion creates a hole filled with high-pressure gas that expands and sucks everything inward. It would wreck this place in a minute, so best keep this as a last resort. Okay. That's a problem, isn't it?
Holy shit, the whole place looks like it's burning.
Language, Mac.
Thought this whole place burning was what you wanted.
Not with you in it.
Okay, she can run through it. That's good. I wasn't sure if she could. Let's see. Oh, this is spinning now as well.
The fire, it started everything spinning.
Primitive intellects. Remember machines. Unimpressive.
You act like you're superior to everything here. But you're just as trapped as I am. Just as helpless.
97% accuracy prediction.
Yep.
We're all trapped here now. Thanks to you.
Can you not even begin to understand? You heard her too.
That wasn't her.
Who are you trying to convince? Me? Or you?
Hope is alive.
I mean, the trouble for us is now, as the player and viewer simultaneously, we only know about the incident. We actually haven't been there, seen it, witnessed it, or anything like that. So we can only go by the snippets that the protagonists have shared up until this point. So I guess there is a possibility. But anyhow. Oh, look at that! Bang. It's come off rather nicely.
I don't like the looks of this.
Indeed. My knowledge of this place ends here. You are about to enter a part of the temple no one has ever explored before. It is impossible to predict what you will find beyond.
I don't see any other choice.
This whole place is connected. We'll find each other. The only way out now is through.
We're all we've got left.
You are wasting time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? Chapter 4. Okay. We're all we've got left. Oh wow. Massive sarcophagus. So this looks like an old grave of sorts. Spirit door, glyphs. Let's explore this room. A half-dozen canopic jars stand in jutting alcoves. An acrid odor wafts from dried black matter seeping out from under the lids. Ancient webbing from long-dead spiders sags under the weight of build-up dust. Oh, there's a clock over there. Okay, 3 blue points, 3 green ones.
The door. The door sealed behind me. Not going back that way.
Where are you?
Looks like a crypt. Like Ferran said. Some kind of sarcophagus in the middle of the room, too. Big one.
Yeah. Not unsettling at all.
So, how exactly did the door close? We saw it fall off completely. Anyhow, a golden skull. Oh, this whole thing is a skull. Oh, yes. Can you see it? The eye sockets, nose. The resplendent skull dominates the tomb wall, framed by an arched crown of steel thorns, bearing an emblazoned sigil of authority and reverence. Pots. A cluster of dust-covered pots and vials, A chemical-like fetor emanates from the faded jewelry and petrified foods contained within. And glyphs. Overarching hieroglyphs depict repeating rows of kneeled figures, hands raised in supplication and prayer. And a spirit door. Let's have a look at this clock first. Okay, that looks fancy. Different variations of skulls? Can we click this? I think we've went all the way around now, so let's have a look then. The raft-shaped sarcophagus appears molded from solid gold. Within the faded fur-lined interior sleeps its skeletal occupant, adorned in rot-stained jewelry.
I do not like this.
I'm with the bear. Disturbing the dead. Never a good thing.
You will need what is inside.
Why? What's in there?
Primitive, ritualistic symbolism. Its use within this room is predictable. It will allow exit. 81% accuracy prediction.
81, huh?
Look. What is this? Oh, don't tell me that it's going into our nostril right now.
Charlie?
Warning. Volatile contaminants detected. Initiate quarantine and sterilization protocols immediately.
Charlie!
Okay. I'm okay.
You will need what is inside.
Do you know what you just exposed her to? She came down here, risked everything for you, and you...
The female's chances of survival are above 50%. A necessary risk margin, and an acceptable one.
What do you mean, necessary?
Mac?
I swear to Kane.
I have explained already. Kane has no power here. Only I do. I am her only chance at survival now. That chance diminishes the longer we hesitate.
Because the natural reaction to opening something, even a box, and like some fumes coming out and covering your mouth and nose, just didn't apply, did it? Anyway, so there's a skull. The white one. Death mask. Yeah, looks like an alien, apart from the teeth. Okay, nothing else here. It seems molded from a particularly hardy type of leather, though I'd rather not know where this sourced it from. Yeah. Don't really need to guess there a lot, right?
A spirit door. In this primitive belief system, behind it lies pathways to another realm.
Scary door. Stay, Charlie.
I can't, sweetheart. I can't.
Well, I'm guessing the mask was here. Oh, look at that.
As I collated, ritualistic vestiges were required.
What did I inhale?
My Charlie.
Okay, so there's two here. Oh, hang on a second. Does it need to match whatever is on the clock? So we had this white one. Not sure if I left it there. So, if the white one is at the center, that means the red one and the yellow one. Let's try it. Red, yellow, and the white one in the center. I have no idea. Oh wait, that's the white one. Red. Okay, maybe we change it. Maybe yellow at the top. Also not. Is there any hint? Is there anything else here? Okay. I can only see this one. I mean, it's at the chest, that's why I'm thinking it's at the center. Obviously, that's just pure guesswork. There isn't really anything. Oh, that changed again. I left it on this one. Or maybe I need to do this and then change the clock so that it fits to this. Oh, all of the symbols have changed now. Okay, let me try something. If we do red, white, yellow. So red, white, yellow. Oh, changed it again. And let's move back by one. Huh. There's a light blue, yellow melted, and then with the cheeks. Light blue, yellow melted, and with the cheeks. Light blue. That's purple. Can't determine which one is supposed to be light blue though. This one, light blue, yellow melted, the cheeks. No, also not working. I think I'm missing something still. Is there anything here? Oh. I think I got the right one, by the way. But no, it's cheeks blue. And then this. Cheeks blue and then the light thingy. Cheeks. Blue. This one. See where it goes now. Okay. Red, white, yellow. That's technically speaking the one that we wanted. Red. And it's back again to blue, white, and the moldy one. I feel like we've done one full circle. one. Cheeks blue and white. Cheeks blue. And let's back to this one. Probably had this before. Red, white, yellow. Red, white, yellow. Oh, now it's changing to a different one. Now it's white, yellow, and whatever this thing is that looks like a butterfly. White, yellow, and a butterfly. Didn't have this before. White. Yellow. And a butterfly. Now it's butterfly, red, and the white one. It's the butterfly, red, and now it went back. Yellow, butterfly, red. Yellow, butterfly, red. Yellow. Butterfly. Blue, white, melted face. And it goes back again. Yellow, butterfly, and red. Weird. Yellow, butterfly. Yellow, butterfly, and red. We did this already. To this one. Okay. Just want to see what comes up with it now. Okay. I'm clearly missing something here. Yeah, okay. And maybe, again, maybe it's an obvious one, but I think I'm coming up to time anyway, and I think this is an excellent moment to just take a break, and we will continue on the next one, hopefully with a bit more luck. But I need to have a look again, and maybe I just ponder around. What I'll do is similar like once we get stuck before, I'll probably just try out a bit more, record it, and then I'll just carry on from the point where hopefully we will have figured out the solution. But anyway, for the time being, thank you so much for joining me once again. Again, I do think we saw it earlier, we're now in chapter 4, so I believe we are coming closer and closer now to the end of this story. My goodness, I'm really curious to find out if we actually will be able to survive, will we be able to get out of here, and if we do, what's gonna happen to Charlie? Now that she's inhaled those weird little things into her nostrils, I'm not so sure. And obviously, Moses being a little bit stuck just in front of that water-filled room, exposed himself to radiation. And well, Mac, he now loosened the cock moving the water wheel, but the little bubble in which he should be able to go further down still is missing the brake system, and we, as of right now, don't really have the means to get this thing going again. Anyhow, this and hopefully much more on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I will be able to see you again. Until then, please look after yourself, have a wonderful rest of the day, and see you fairly soon. Bye bye.